Now joined by the voice of soccer on TSN, Mr. Luke Wileman. Luke, Christine Sinclair's legendary career came to an end on Sunday. She's scored so many important goals and so many big moments for Canada, for her club teams. Is there one particular moment for you, Luke, that you think of when you hear the name Christine Sinclair?
It's so difficult when you look at the length and breadth of her achievements, of course, across the whole of her career for both club and country, to narrow it down to just one particular moment. But I think for me, and I was fortunate enough to call the game, it goes back to the Olympic semi-final when she scored a hat-trick against the United States in the London Olympics in 2012 at one of the most historic sporting venues in the world, Manchester United's Old Trafford Stadium. It was a game that had absolutely everything, including the Canadians feeling at the end of that one that they had been robbed. In fact, talking to Christine Sinclair just a few weeks ago in the press conference ahead of her final league game in NWSL, she said that the achievement of galvanizing the country with that game and winning bronze and everything that it meant to people from coast to coast was actually probably a bigger moment for her than when they won gold at the Tokyo Olympics. So just the way that on that day, in that moment, she put not only the team, but her whole country on her back. And she said that moment and that day changed her life forever. Of course, a few days later, they'd go on to win that bronze medal, and it set the table for what was to come over the course of the next decade, culminating in that gold medal at the Tokyo Olympics for this Canadian team to put themselves on the map worldwide, not just in this country. But really, that team and Christine Sinclair at that moment got into the hearts of Canadian sports fans around the world. But to narrow it down to one is very difficult. Two others I would just mention briefly. One was, again, calling it in Edmonton Commonwealth Stadium, the first game of the home World Cup in 2015. It's tied. The last kick of the game in front of 50,000 people, and Christine Sinclair scores from the penalty spot to win that for Canada. What an incredible day that was. And then again, just last December, the final time that she wore the Canadian jersey, to see what it meant to everybody in that stadium at BC Place, former teammates, fans who had come out to support her in that match against Australia, and to get the opportunity to be there in stadium for that very special night was something I'll never forget.
Luke Wileman, thanks for this. Appreciate it.